Hello from Medigal and Gadigal land. I'm Jane, and today we are joined by Craig. Welcome, Craig.
Thank you, Jane. Thank you for having me. I'm a big fan of your channel and a bigger fan of you.
Are you?
So I'm glad to be on.
Pleasure to have you. So today we're going to talk about the dynamics of family business and how an MBA can help you either propel your family business or find a way outside of the family business.
Yeah, I think that's a good place to start.
Great. Actually, let's just start with you first,
Okay.
Craig, because you're the main focus here. Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
All right, I'm Craig. I'm 32 years old. I'm from Johannesburg, South Africa. My MBA journey is a little bit different. I wasn't one of those COVID triggered MBAs.
Yeah.
I'd wanted to do one for a long time, possibly in London. And I think just like any MBA story, or rather love story begins, I met an Australian girl, and that kind of steered me to give the AGSM a go.
Yeah.
And to tell you the truth, I haven't looked back. It's been exactly what I've wanted from an MBA. It's a way not only to brush up and sharpen your claws on your knowledge, but definitely a way to do some introspection on yourself, to take a bit of, to work out what's gone right, what needs to be improved, and really invest some time in yourself.
Yeah. What did you do before the MBA?
I was in, it feels weird saying was in, but I was in real estate management and development. As you mentioned, I worked for my family business, and I focused mainly on shopping center portfolio management, so asset management.
Nice.
And to pedal back onto your family business.
Tell
your
us how
family
it all
business
started.
talk.
What is it called, first of all?
All right,
What does
so there's two companies. There's City Property Administration, and City Property is the management company, and there's Octodec Investments, which is the listed REIT a listed REIT on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange.
Nice.
My uncle Jeffrey, he serves as managing director of City Property, and my mom serves as chairwoman of Octodec Investments.
Nice. And your grandpa started
And my
it
granddad Alex started the whole business about 60 years ago.
Wow.
Unfortunately, he's no longer with us. So part of working there, I really can feel his identity in the business, and it really brought me a lot of joy and a lot of meaning to work in a business that he started all those years ago.
Yeah.
There's still a few people in the company who were there when it was
when it all
founded.
started. Great.
But look, I think first and foremost, I need to say that all family businesses are different and unique, just as all families are different and unique. I think there's a few differentials. One, the size of the business. Two, the industry that we're in, and just the general family dynamic. But just like all businesses, family businesses, the key fundamental to it is relationships.
Yeah.
And I think coming to the business as a third generation, we all know the famous curse. The first generation creates the wealth, second maintains it, and third destroys it. So there's a lot of pressure on my shoulders.
Yeah.
Well, was on my shoulders, but I'm the eldest of the next generation, and I worked in the company for the longest. I was recently joined at the end by my cousin Talia, who's actually doing an MBA in Israel now. And so my experience working in the family business, I thought I came bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. My first day of work, I just finished my honors degree in strategic management. Before that, I did just a general Bachelor of Commerce, and I lived in Johannesburg in the suburbs, and head office is in Pretoria CBD.
Which is how long?
Which is about an hour drive.
Right.
And in the CBD, which people know South Africa, the CBD it's not the safest place, it's not the most habitable place, but best people in the world. So I made the drive, my first day of work. I actually hadn't had a job interview until I applied for the AGSM. That was the first interview I did.
Wow.
So all the
reality check,
yeah,
right?
It was a bit of a reality check.
Lucky you got in.
Yeah, lucky I got in. I think lucky for me,
check.
and I wouldn't have had an MBA or a girlfriend. So lucky I got in. There was a lot riding on it. But yeah, I made the drive, and I think in my arrogance as a 24-year-old man, I expected the corner office. I expected
everybody to listen to
I expected everyone to listen to me. I arrived there.
Yeah.
I started with the worst buildings as a leasing. I think I was the only. There were 2 degrees in my department. I had both of them, and I was right at the bottom. I had the worst buildings, And I was like, whoa, maybe this family business isn't like I'd at least expected a private office with a view. But
no, they teach you right.
No. And I think like I said, all family businesses are different. And initially I felt a bit of I would like a bit of animosity towards my uncle for doing that. I thought it was a false sense of entitlement you have. And reflecting on the experience, it's the best thing that could have ever happened to me, because the key thing in joining a family business is not earning the respect of your family. Your family love you and they will love you forever. But in order to lead in a family business, in order to be respected within a family business, you've got to share the hardships that everyone else has, and you've got to earn the respect of your colleagues. Also, you're not there to make best friends with everyone. You've got a job to do. You've got your family, and you've got yourself. You need to pave your own way within the company. But every day was a learning experience for me.
What have you learned from the MBA that you can easily apply, that you think, if I had known then what I know now, I would have made like a big transformation to the family business?
I think it's really difficult to say at the moment. I mean, we've done so much and there's so many things I'd like to do, but I just think the way the MBA has taught us how to interact with each other, I think communication is such a vital component of any business, and I'd really look at the communication systems that we do have in here. We do have it in the business, not only with in the company, but how we communicate to our stakeholders and the value that we actually do bring to the market. So I think another main driver for me doing the MBA wasn't, when you're part of a family business and you join the business, you've almost got this indelible footnote under your name. Your successes aren't really your own successes. Your failures aren't really your own. You need to work twice as hard to get the same amount of recognition. And I think
because you don't want to be that Kramer, right?
No, you don't want to be that. And I think for me it was almost proving to myself and earning my own stripes again. That I'm not here because I'm not here because of privilege. I'm here because I want to work hard and I want to make a difference. And having said that, I think the other reason was that maybe I leave the business for a little bit, go do something else. We talk about blind spots in class a lot, and I think this is a good opportunity for me to look at my blind spots, look at some of the company's blind spots from the perspective of another company, and try and make a change there. And sorry, Jen.
So what's your plan after the MBA? Would you be going back and then transform the family business?
No, Jane, I'm going to come and work for you and in your startup. And,
I don't know where you will fit. Too much boxes, too many potential.
Do you not need like a half decent people manager or someone to drive you around in your busy
manager
day?
of fun. Tick.
Jane, look, I think possibly the consulting world is something that I would like to do.
Nice.
Niche consulting, possibly in the retail sector, and just really explore life from a different lens. Ever since I grew up, everyone kind of said or thought I was going to join the business. I've got an extremely my mum was a little bit sad to see me leave, but she knows I can always come back, and I think that's the mistake a lot of people make just within their careers. I think people are so paralyzed to leave or make a change.
It's frightening.
It is frightening. It is, but I'll always be able to go do property management. I won't always be able to go or have the opportunity to do consulting, do something else. And I think the MBA really provides you with that kind of courage. They make you feel bulletproof. They make you feel marketable within the job market. And I'm really grateful both to the school and to all my classmates who make you every day. I think that we've got a good cohort, not too bad. And I'm really, really grateful for that.
Perfect. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
So for those who are currently working in the family business, who feel somewhat privileged but also feels a bit trapped because they want to explore other options, what advice would you give them?
I've always it's a little bit funny. So I'm doing my MBA. My cousin Talia's doing an MBA. My brother, who doesn't work in the family business, he's also doing an MBA. I feel it's easier to steer a ship that's moving, and taking a break or traveling, yeah, that's good, but you're not going to come out of that year with anything. I'd really recommend some sort of business school course, but really make sure that you do the research and know that that course is for you. And like we learn, not all MBAs are created equally, and this MBA is a very experiential type. It really speaks to me, but it might not speak to someone else. So if you're feeling trapped in the business, don't be afraid to step away and focus on yourself. And I think when you're told you're going to do something for so long, I feel that you identify to that too much, and you build it into almost a part of your personality
and your identity.
And
as well.
I would say take a step back, learn who you are without the pressure, without the company, and move from there. But I mean, a hero of mine is LeBron James, and he invests about $1 million a year into his health. And we go, wow, that's a bit excessive. But at the end of the day, this is what takes you through the world. And I don't think making an invest, just like you need to train your body, you need to train your mind as well. And it's a unique opportunity. And I've enjoyed wouldn't say every second. Some seconds in some assignments have been terrible, but I don't regret it at all.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for sharing,
Thank
and
you.
it's been lovely to have you as part of cohort.
Oh, it's been good to be here.
You definitely add some color in the
Thank
cohort.
you.
Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to press the subscribe button so that the next video will go straight to your box. See you next time.
Thank you.